with our manual test case, which we plan to automate. So now, if you recollect, our previous test case was to open the browser, go to URL, and validate the registration form. So now to automate this particular test case, we would need following things. Some script that would run this whole operation. Then part of it will be to open the web browser, to navigate to the form, to get a content of the form, and then to compare the content of a form with expected value. So before we get into more detail, let's understand the top most important object which is required to perform the number 2 part, like open the browser. Actually, from number 2 to number 4, uh, all of the step. So what is that? So that concept is mainly a WebDriver. If you see, this a WebDriver is provided by the Selenium software, basically. So Selenium provides a WebDriver interface, and the different browser implement that interface, Firefox or Chrome or IE. There could be some others. I've put the basics one. The idea of a WebDriver interface and corresponding implementation class is you use that to perform the various operations on the browser. So like if you see the above example, the idea is if you want to test something on Firefox, you create a Firefox driver object, and with the driver object you can say like driver dot navigate to driver dot get content, or driver dot there are more steps to it, driver dot find elements, and so and so. So it's very important to understand the WebDriver interface. The top level is interface. So interface, WebDriver is not actual object, but its implementation of the actual object. So that implements various different implementation method like get, navigate to, which all the implementation browser objects has to implement. So now if you see this below screenshot, this is a basic operation that WebDriver provide. Like you navigate means go to particular URL, or get a page content, or accessing different elements of a page. We will know as we move further in the course. So now coming back to our first screen, which shows okay, what is the number step, some script to run this operation. Now, usually, it could be a plain JavaScript, but right now we are discussing the whole testing approach. So I would stick to what is used, which is mainly TestNG and Java. So TestNG is a framework, and Java is used to run it. So we would use TestNG. Then TestNG with internally our TestNG is our TestNG class code, which will create a driver class, and the driver will actually do the internal operation of opening the browser and performing the operation based on what we specify. So that's a rough concept